Welcome to Viola World, bringing you all the latest news on Fiorentina directly from the Rocco B. Commisso Viola Park. And hello to all our English-speaking fans around the world. Fiorentina lost against AC Milan at the weekend in Serie A. Let's take a look directly at the highlights. And like we said, the Viola did create plenty of chances, but of course, against AC Milan, it's difficult not to concede something at the back as well. Here's USA star Christian Pulisic with a nice shot, but saved by Pietro Terracciano. Riccardo Sottil on the other side, and Mike Maignan, who was probably AC Milan's star player, making an easy save. Really good chance for the Viola on 40 minutes. Nico Gonzalez with the curler, just wide after a nice team play for the Viola. It's again Terracciano with a save on Tommaso Pobega, and then AC Milan do take the lead with the penalty as Theo Hernandez is brought down by Parisi. And it's Theo Hernandez, the Frenchman, scoring from the spot. Little Terracciano could do. A good chance for Lucas Beltran here. But again, Mike Maignan saving the day for the Rossoneri. A truly phenomenal performance for Maignan. And you still haven't seen the best. A bit of luck as well for the French goalkeeper. Nico Gonzalez deflected cross, comes off the post. And then the Viola keep on attacking. Balanzola, his shot is blocked, and then Maxim Lopez twice. The curler is just wide as the Viola keep on racking up chances in the final minutes, trying to equalize. This one here is the best one of the game. Mike Maignan with his head saving on Mandragora. Very, very unlucky for the Viola, who probably should have had a different result at the San Siro, with the lovely Viola fans there following the Fiorentina players all over the world, just like you, following us from everywhere. And we saw how Fiorentina created plenty of opportunities, and the performance really was there to go and get some points from the San Siro against an AC Milan side that did their job in the end. These and more things have been said by the players on the pitch, but first and foremost by Vincenzo Italiano. So let's have a look what the Fiorentina coach had to say after the game.
Il secondo tempo non può non produrre almeno un gol.
It's the kind of game in which in the second half we can't possibly not score at least one goal. After all we did on the pitch, we're disappointed and frustrated. It's not the first time, and we need to find a solution. Perhaps the mentality, the talent, or being more clinical in front of goal. But not equalizing this game is not okay. It's a shame. We could have found consistency after the win with Bologna, but let's look ahead. Playing like this at the San Siro is good, and we need to carry on. When you coach a group of players like this with 5 wingers and 2 center forwards, all the coach has to do, all I have to do, is coach them and put them in the condition of scoring goals. I think this team shows it every game that we create infinite amount of chances, and then in the final third every single one of us needs to find out what to do better in order to score goals. Find that finishing touch to turn those chances into goals. We'll continue working hard. I know the only medicine for all this is hard work, practicing during the week. A second half like that shows Fiorentina did well, but we didn't score, of course. But if we always put in this kind of performance, looking for goal, creating chances, I'm sure we could have more points. I believe this team has improved. It's the 3rd season, and we improved under many aspects. We're a strong side, but not super strong. If not, we would have not lost today, we would have not lost against Lazio, or at home to Juventus, and would have won against Lecce and at Frosinone. Games in which, if we had everything we mentioned before, those things that we lack, we would win these games easily. So we lack something before we can be and become a super team. And me, being the coach, can look for what we lack at the Viola Park, in the training center, putting in the hard work and looking for solutions and improving the players. Hard work for the players and for the coach at the Viola Park here at the training center in Florence. But of course, there's also games to be done. So hard work during the week, but the match coming up against Genk on Thursday night as Fiorentina take on their opponents in the UEFA Europa Conference League. And of course, if you are in Florence, do come and pay a visit to the Stadio Artemio Franchi for a lovely European night and a decisive game as Fiorentina will try to book a place in the next round. Speaking about the game against the Genk, but also reflecting on the result at AC Milan, is also Nicola Milenkovic, who spoke about the match against the Rossoneri in this way. It was a good performance, but we lacked the most important thing, scoring. We created many chances, shot plenty of times towards Milan's goal. We lacked the goal to get some points. If we carry on playing like this and piling up chances, I'm sure results will come. We created less chances in the first half. In the second half, Fiorentina did well. The ball just didn't want to go in, right? Like I said, we created loads of chances, pushing Milan back in the second half. We played well, but in the end, when you lose, it's not like when you win. We need to improve in efficiency in front of goal, but it's difficult to create more chances than this. Even against a team like AC Milan, we did well. We'll do everything we can to get our strikers to score.
Per te è una partita anche speciale.
It was a special game for you. How was it? Playing against Luka Jovic, your former teammate and friend off the pitch.
Un grande amico fuori dal campo, però in campo sinceramente non ci sono amici.
We're good friends off the pitch, but on the pitch, to be honest, there are no friends. I'm sure Luka Jovic will be able to show his full potential. I know how good he is and the talent he has. I'm sure he'll show it.
Quanto talento c'ha e sono sicuro che farà vedere in futuro.
Archiviata la gara contro il Milan, penserete nelle prossime ore alla preparazione.
Now you focus on the Conference League game against Genk?
Sì, partita contro Genk è molto importante.
It's a very important game. We need to prepare it in the best possible way.
Miglior modo possibile perché può essere quella partita decisiva.
It could be decisive for the outcome in the group.
Al 100% e fare di tutto per.
So that was Nicola Milenkovic speaking to Fiorentina about the game against AC Milan. And now look ahead at the game against Genk in the UEFA Europa Conference League. And like I said, do come and pay a visit to the Stadio Artemio Franchi and watch the game live. A defeat also for Fiorentina women's at the weekend against Roma. Let's have a look at the highlights. In another game that Fiorentina played very well, but lost against the team that are currently top of the table, Roma, who are on 8 wins in 8 matches, still unbeaten. Roma started on the front foot with Giuliano hitting the post on the free kick. Roma last year won the title, let's not forget that as well. This is a phenomenal goal, we saw here why. They're top of the table. Giada Greggi scoring the opener, a true beauty of a goal and nothing the goalkeeper could do here. Fiorentina put in a very, very good shift nonetheless, despite the result. And like we said, against the best women's team in Italy, Roma, who play with the Scudetto on their shirt after winning the league last season. But Fiorentina fought back despite Greggi's lovely long-range effort to open up the game. Here's Catena, finding Longo, the dribble, and it's 1-1 at the Stadio Tre Fontane. A lovely goal by Longo with a true rocket of a shot, a bit of a deflection. But what a strike. Miriam Longo celebrates, and she surely deserves that celebration because this is a spectacular goal. Look at that. Away with the dribble, and in it goes, and it's 1-1. Bit of a Luca Toni celebration there for Miriam Longo. But of course, against Roma, it's always a tough game. The Giallorosse create plenty of chances, again with Giuliano Severini putting in a lovely block there. Look at that, perfect timing by the Fiorentina defender. Roma keep on attacking, Fiorentina fight back. This is a good save with a bit of a help from the crossbar. But Baldi gets her hand on that as well. More woodwork for Roma. Here's Kumagai with another long-range effort. And the crossbar deflecting it out. So Fiorentina did suffer, of course, against a very strong side, but put in a good effort and had some chances. But then Benedetta Lionna scoring the 2-1 for Roma and celebrating with her teammates. A goal that eventually proves to be decisive for this game. A game in which Roma proved their worth. 8 wins in a row for the Giallorosse, who remain, like we said, top of the table, having won the league last season as well. And you see it here, you see Giuliano with the overhead kick, just the quality of Roma's squad, but Fiorentina remain third in the table after a really solid performance. And we'll listen to what Coach De La Fuente had to say about the importance of this kind of performance against a side like Roma to maintain the consistency throughout the season. But performance aside, no points for Fiorentina, who lost at Roma, like we said, against the best team in the table. A very difficult away game for Fiorentina women's. Let's listen to the analysis by Coach De La Fuente, who remained satisfied by the performance. We know what kind of team Roma are, but we did well. We played our style of football against a great side who have been winning every single game. We did well. We tried to reach the draw with all our strength. We're disappointed about the result, of course. We deserved to get a better result today. And in general, we deserve to get better results in a few matches this season. The players deserved better today, so I'm disappointed for them. Congratulations to my players for today's performance and for how we've been playing every single week this season. We're disappointed for the result, but especially I'm disappointed for the players who deserved more today. This is important. This kind of performance is important for us in the process. Now we're midway through the season. We need to transform the anger in energy. There are 2 weeks off now to work and move on. We knew today we had to keep going, and we did it. Keep going forward and not go backward. Now we need to look at the second half of the season and do well like we did so far. That was a disappointment, but also a bit of satisfaction by Coach De La Fuente. Disappointment after the result at Roma, 2-1 loss for Fiorentina women's, but at the same time a great performance by Fiorentina, who remain third in the table and have been going really well in this first half of the season now. Fiorentina women's will not be playing for the following 2 weeks as there's the mid-season break, and then the Serie A Femminile will carry on with the Viola playing against Sassuolo. Fiorentina Primavera, on the other hand, lost as well at the weekend against Torino. Let's have a quick look at the highlights as well for the under-19s who played against a very good side, Torino, who went in front at home. So it was 3 away games for all the 3 main Fiorentina teams. Obviously, the men's team that lost at AC Milan, and the women's team that lost at Roma. And the under-19s, the Primavera, who ended up losing at Torino, but not without fighting back with the Viola, who managed to equalize with a Sene penalty. Once again, he makes no mistake from the spot. But then Gabellini from Torino ended up scoring the match winner in the second half. Fiorentina Primavera, the under-19s, remain currently on 7 points in the table. Still a long way to go in the season though, so a lot can be said and a lot can be done still for Galloppa's boys, who, like we said, ended up losing 2-1 in similar fashion to Fiorentina women's, with Gabellini scoring the winner for Torino. Quite a good goal as well for Toro, who ended up winning this game. So 3 defeats for Fiorentina in what was a tough weekend, but of course the Viola now can look ahead. It's going to be Fiorentina against Genk at the Stadio Artemio Franchi in the Conference League, and then Fiorentina against the Salernitana at the weekend in Serie A. And hopefully we'll see you there at both matches, as Fiorentina maintain the 7th spot in the table and are top of their group in the Conference League. Let us know what you think. Let us know your thoughts, your comments, and speak to you soon next week. Take care. Bye-bye.